So, Tory, when did you leave education?
I was brought up in New Zealand and went to school out there. I left education in 2008, leaving with basic GCSEs and A-levels. I moved back to England in 2009.
How come you don't work anymore?
Because I've had children. Jack is 3, Ethan is 2 and Ruby is 10 months.
So, Tory, do you have a partner?
Yes, I do. He works for National Tyres 6 days a week.
I'm guessing he brings in a good salary. When do you get this? Monthly or weekly?
Monthly.
What does this go towards?
It goes towards the household bills, providing for the children, food shopping and petrol.
We can see that you're putting washing on a communal washing line. Do you always do this?
Yes, in the summer I always use these lines. They allow the clothes to dry a lot quicker and saves money on the electric bill because the tumble dryer costs a lot.
How often are you doing washing?
I'm constantly washing work uniforms and school uniforms, usually overnight, which allows me to have them for the following day. My partner helps me out with all the housework, but he only has every other Saturday off, so we try to spend the day together.
My previous job early on last year, I worked in Coast, which was retail. I think at the end of October I started doing bar work with a friend, and then that only went on for like about two or 3 months. And then I got with Wrighton Christmas temp. I'd work Monday and Saturday, so I really wanted like Friday and then Sunday as well, but they obviously didn't work out like that.
My first job was at Sainsbury's when I was 16. My second job was at a luggage storage company. I was in education at the same time, and my last previous job was a Christmas temp job at JD Sports.
So, Tory, what benefits are you still entitled to even though Mark's working?
We get child tax credits, child benefit and working tax credits.
And how much on average is this a week?
We normally get about £250 a week.
And I'm guessing you've been claiming this since Jack was born 3 years ago?
Yes, that's right.
How long can you claim the child tax credits for?
Until the children are 5, I think.
Why are you here today at the job centre?
I am here today to see about signing on to Job Seekers Allowance and how it will affect the other benefits. Child support and child maintenance. I feel this could be affected because they have to work out specifically what benefits I'm entitled to. I would need to see by claiming which benefits I would get the most money. I had the option between Job Seekers Allowance and Employment Support Allowance, and they have sent my application form off today, which will then get assessed over the next couple of days. They said that I will be paid on the Tuesday coming up. They have said that I need to be looking for jobs within an industry that I'm interested in and have proof in 2 weeks when I go to sign on that I have been applying for jobs.
I'm currently a graphic designer within a printing company, so I design all various different products for print, for digital use, for websites, for anything.
I work at Charlton House, which is this sort of big stately home type thing, and I work as a visitor assistant, so I organise like weddings, funerals, conferences, things like that.
You have had 2 jobs since you've been here.
Yes, that's correct. I worked in a pub and I worked in McDonald's for 2 years.
So did you get the experience you needed from the qualifications that you received in New Zealand for this?
Yes, I did.
What responsibilities did you have?
I worked in the kitchens prepping the food, and I also worked on the front counter serving customers. It varied from shift. They varied from 4 to 10 hours.
So, your second job in a pub, what responsibilities did you have there?
Making drinks and serving customers.
What were the shifts like for this?
About 8 hours a day.
Like, it's harder because so many retails and so many like jobs out there want experience from people, which how can we get experience when nobody's even offering us an opportunity to have the experience? Like, I don't understand how people can actually say, oh, go back and get some experience and then you can come back, because it's not possible unless you actually give us the experience. And that's why I think it's a lot difficult these days to actually get young people out there to actually get work.
It's hard when working around university, and a lot of jobs that you go to these days, they sort of want you to really be committed, regardless of, like, you know, you're trying to better yourself and do something for yourself. They any sort of job right now, like even if it's a supermarket job, they really want you to be committed. They want you to be in, and like to really, like, there's nothing wrong with having that job, but me personally, it's not a job that I would love to have. So what they want is that the moment you tell them you're studying, they sort of make it a bit harder because they know that you're looking to leave soon. So any basic job right now is quite hard to get because they really want you to be committed and really serious and really want to be there to the end. And for me, like, I've worked in the supermarket before and it's not really for me, and it's not what I want to do.
So, Tory, what do you do in your day-to-day life?
Take the children to school, do housework, go to after-school clubs.
Do all 3 children go to school or nursery?
No, just the boys, but Ruby goes to a mother and baby group.
And how long on average are each time they go?
They go for 3 hours a day, 5 days a week.
As we can see, you're at Lidl's buying the extra things after doing your weekly shop. Why is this?
These are just the essentials that we have needed that have either gone out of date since we went food shopping or we've run out of. I find the quality of food just as good. The fresh food that they have in store is excellent. I'm always buying fresh rolls for the children's school lunches.
Have you noticed any prices that are the same as other supermarkets?
The only thing I would say is normally the same is fresh meat, but the frozen meat is always cheaper.
Have you always had to go there since having a family?
Yes, we have always had to go to a cheaper supermarket in order to get everything we need at the prices in which we can afford.
Do you think these supermarkets are getting more popular?
I definitely think that they are getting popular. People are starting to realise you can get some great prices on products and brands which you can buy at other supermarkets.
When would you normally do your weekly shop?
We would normally do our weekly shop on a Monday when the children are at school. This allows me to plan a week's worth of meals and have it budgeted out over the weekend when I have some free time when my partner is home from work looking after the children.
Have you been anywhere else, and what's the price difference?
Yeah, we've been to Asda, Sainsbury's, Tesco's. It was about £10 what I bought here, and here it cost me £3.
As you said, you go shopping weekly. How much on average at Lidl's would this cost you?
Normally it would cost about £70, but with these extras I'd probably have spent £75 this week.
I feel that the government makes it too easy for people to be unemployed. So they give people too many luxuries. They're almost giving people a salary to be unemployed. So why would people want to go and get a job, and why would people want to go and work? I feel the government are a little bit too lenient on unemployed people, and they invite people almost to not have a job. There's plenty of jobs out there, but I feel sometimes people can't be bothered to go looking for them, because why would you when you could be paid more from benefits? You've got to try and offer something that no one else has. I think it's all about having something unique and something different from the other, say, 50, 100 people that you're applying with.
I know how badly redundancies and things like that can affect families, so I think if you're unemployed because you've just been made redundant or you've recently left a job, I think it's fine. I do have a slight issue with people who are unemployed by choice and are not actively looking for a job. I think that you're taking out of the state, so you should probably put something back into it. I mean, the interview process can be pretty harsh, and constantly getting turned away from jobs and stuff can be quite upsetting, I would imagine. So I think because it's probably easy to just sort of get the dole money or benefits every week, then go through that sort of harrowing process. But once you've got a job, I think that it's a lot more rewarding. Just try and be yourself in the interview and make sure you come across as really wanting the job, and you'll be fine.
Where can you see yourself in 10 years' time?
I'm hoping to go to university to study criminology, so hopefully I'll have a job within this industry.
And are you planning on doing this part-time or full-time?
Part-time, because I'll still need to fit it around the children's school.